Listen guys, today's video was gonna be just about a simple farm, but actually it is a little deeper than that. And I guess this is gonna be, maybe, hopefully, I don't know what crazy things are gonna happen next, but hopefully this should be the last video I make on Mage farms in anniversary. I think we finally went over all of the crazy stuff, but today is crazy not because of the farm itself, but because what is happening right now. As you guys know, Solarov came out this week. A lot of people are doing Solarov. We're on the second lockout, but something you may not know is that Solarov is one of the best places for boosting people. That is not a secret, that is not new. If we go back to like 5 years ago, we got Arleus. This is 5 years ago, right? Like back when Classic 2019 was going on. He was able to solo all of this stuff already. Like you look at him, he goes on this bridge and he safe spots the entire thing, right? Pretty simple, pretty easy. There is also some video out there of Tommy Salami doing this with a paladin actually. Like you can even be a paladin and do this. I am pretty sure shamans can also do this, but anyway, this used to be the best way to level from 58 to 60 pretty much. The experience you get from like this massive pool is insane because it is all super elite mobs from a raid that you can AoE down really quickly. The entire run is 21 minutes. And people are surprised when they see these farms because yes, if you've been playing a mage all this time, I get it, it is not a surprising thing, but I am always surprised of how good mages have gotten over the last 5 years. Mages have gotten so good that they can do this. This is not a joke. This guy, Sabivas, we are gonna put links on the description for everybody, of course, you can check him out. This guy managed to do the entire boost, the entire AoE pool without any gear and without a mount on top of that. So that's bonkers, right? And of course he's doing it as a challenge. No reasonable person is gonna do this without gear or without a mount. If you are level 58, you obviously have a mount. But this is just another show on how good mages, how optimized the entire farming AoE thing has got over the last few years. Like there was a time where the normal farm with a mount and everything was considered pretty impressive, and now we got people doing this stupid stuff for fun. I am gonna skip a little bit of this because this is just this guy pulling trash basically. He spends quite a while pulling trash, not a crazy amount, and keep in mind this is not the biggest pool ever. You could do bigger pools, but you would probably need a mount for those. So he's just showing off. He's just showing off. You're gonna see he's gonna go for a slow fall here pretty soon. He's using the Noggenfogger elixir to get a slow fall and he can go straight across the pond right there. There you go, you see that slow fall. And he pulls every single tiger and every crocodile in the raid pretty much. And he's gonna do another slow fall right there so he doesn't have to get stuck in the water. And he just goes around, and the fall and the way the raid is laid out, you know, there's a lot of ramps and stuff. You can skip a lot of the place just jumping on slow fall, and that way he's always ahead of the mobs. Once again, if he had a mount, it wouldn't be a problem, but he doesn't. I think the entire point of this run is to show off how easy it is, how optimized it's gotten. But very well, we're gonna go into the kill phase right here. He's dropping grenades to kite easier in the water. Once again, if he had a mount, he would probably be far ahead from the mobs right now, so he's kinda gotta do grenades to avoid that. It's part of the challenge. And he pulls a couple more stuff and he's gonna go into the kill phase. He's gonna do the kill phase in a bridge. Why a bridge? Well, there is two reasons. First of all the mobs get channeled into a single direction, so they are very easy to stack up an AoE, but also there is a pattern abuse. You can see right here, he can make them hit him from below or from under. So if he's standing on the rope, the mobs are gonna go below in the water, and if he's standing on the planks, the mobs are gonna go through the bridge. So he's basically just stacking the mobs perfectly in there, and he can just jump from one side to the other constantly, and the mobs are never gonna hit him. This pattern exploit is the reason a paladin can also do this farm. Of course, it is a lot harder as a paladin to do this farm, but a paladin or even a shaman can do this farm with enough time and patience. And from here it is pretty simple to understand. He just got like a trillion mobs and he just stacks them up super neatly. This is gonna be the cleanest AoE farm out of them all. If you ever played a mage, this is super satisfying to see them so stacked, so tight like this. But yes, the main reason that people do this is because, of course, you need Solarov reputation, right? And this is the most efficient way of farming reputation because all of these mobs, they can drop bijous. That's the little items that you use to turn in for reputation. and you can sell them. So mages are driving down the price of all those reputation items a lot, and this is probably gonna be the most profitable mage farm for a while, because everybody right now needs that reputation for a couple more weeks. After everybody gets exalted, of course this is gonna go down, but mages like this guy can do a lot of money right now with this. And once again, not only it is very good for money because you get all those visuals, it is also the best level 58 to 60 leveling that you can do. I am not aware why it was level 58 that you needed. Like, there's gotta be something about the aggro range, probably. Maybe they changed that, maybe they figured out a way around that by now. That's an old information I had from back in the day. Maybe they can do it earlier now. After all, we're looking at a guy that's literally naked doing this. What do I know? But as you can imagine, because this is the best experience, if you got a mage that is well geared and he got a lot of damage and a mount and everything like that, a well geared mage can probably do this like way faster and more mobs and everything like that, and this will be most likely the best boosting method aside from maybe the dire mole pool. This should be one of the best boosting methods in the game. Now we saw this farm, I am gonna move on. I wanna talk about something different, and that is what's happening in the server. There is a Mafia, alright, you remember the Devil's Sword Mafia? There is a Solarov boosting Mafia right now. This is a Reddit post about a guy that got mass reported, or well threatened to get mass reported by a competing mage. So we're gonna look at the chat really quickly. So this guy, I assume he is advertising in trade chat his boosting service, right? And he gets a message: be careful, your account is gonna be mass reported by people. And this mage that is doing this service, he's like, why? Why am I gonna get reported? And the guy tells him, if you're gonna do 5 people, you gotta charge 180 gold, I assume per run, per pool, 180 gold to everybody you boost. You are very cheap, the guy tells him, and he's like, but I kinda die a lot, I am learning, I don't wanna charge too much money. That's basically what he tells him. And this is the kicker: all agree on Discord with the same price. If there is a cheaper one, we will work together to report spam. So pretty straight up, the guy is telling you, if you are too cheap, we are gonna get you reported through a Discord of boosters or majors or something. This is not new, because I remember my homie No Hit Jerome, he was doing like a Dire Mole tribute farm in Season of Discovery, and he got a pretty similar threat from other hunters when he was doing the boost. So this is 100% something that happens. And the guy tells him like, do not bring customers, just farm the visuals. You can try for 5 runs how much you can get without bringing customers. So he's trying to get him to either raise the price or to stop boosting altogether. That's basically the entire message. And I thought it was pretty interesting because Solarov has been out for like 4 days and there is already a boosting cartel. If you ever wonder why the prices for Dire Mole Tribute are the prices they are, this is a reason. I've seen it happen to my friends. If you charge too little for a Dire Mole boost, for a Dire Mole buff, sorry, you get mass reported by all the botters and all the boosters. And apparently Solarov is already hitting the same way. Is Blizzard gonna do something about it? Probably not. Like, honestly, it has been going on since forever. Blizzard, if Blizzard cared about the boosting Mafia, they would have banned them a long time ago. I am pretty sure during the early days of Marodon, there was already a cartel like this threatening people that were charging too little. But yeah, I guess this is the dark side of World of Warcraft. Do not mess with the boosting Mafia. I kinda wish I had a mage ult, but I am way too lazy to level 1. Maybe later after I get rank 14. Maybe I'm gonna give it a shot for fun, see what I can do. Would you guys like to see that? Like some sort of crazy stupid farm? I gotta tell you something, I'm gonna play a Prot Paladin in TBC and I can't wait to do crazy pulls. That's like the main reason I wanna play Prot Pally. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.